Hi, and welcome to flat-rate-sms.co.uk. There's essentially 3 steps to sending out the bulk SMS messages and creating the campaigns. So the aim of this tutorial is going to be to go through those steps. The first step is to create the CSV file. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to use one technique, which is Notepad, and a second way to produce the CSV files which is to use Microsoft Excel, because that's the most commonly used software. So the first technique is going to be using Notepad, and all you do, you open up Notepad and you just start typing in your number. So for example, if I put in 07 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, that's an 11-digit number. That's what we're really looking for. We need your numbers to begin with a 07, and then they should be 11 digits. Sometimes they're 10 digits long, but that's fine too. But we need them in the UK mobile format. So now what we don't want a number with a +44 7 1 2 3. We don't want anything in that type of format. We don't want anything in terms of just with a 44. It has to have the 0 in the front. Yeah. Now, in order to make your list of mobile numbers, you can then just pretty much add them in. 07, I'm just jotting anything down, but here now you just put one number below the next. We're just in this format, and that's it, nothing else. Now you click on File, Save, and we're going to choose all files. We don't want the file to be saved as a .txt file, so I'm going to choose all files, and I'll type in my numbers .csv, and then we just click on Save. That's now created here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to close this file, and I'm going to try and recreate the file now in Excel. So let's just resize that, bring that here. Okay, here we go. Now there's one thing that Excel does, which is it treats numbers as numbers. And what I mean by that, if you put a number with, for example, 01 at the beginning and you press enter, it treats it as 1, so it gets rid of the 0. Now we don't want that, so what we're going to do is we're going to select the column, we're going to click on text, and now that's going to treat every member of this column as an actual piece of text. So now if I type in 07 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and press enter, the 0 will not disappear, it will stay there. And now I can enter all my other mobile phone numbers as well, and the 0 is staying there. Oh, we don't want the 2 at the beginning, we need a 7. Yep, and that's it. Once you now have your list of numbers, you'll save it. Let's choose the desktop, and here I'll just call it My Numbers 2 to keep it simple. And the type that you save is not going to be an Excel workbook. It's going to be this one here, CSV, delimited. So you choose that, click on Save. It says, oops, let's change that. I don't want to overwrite my original file. I'm going to call it My Numbers 2. Let's click on Save. Now I'll ask you, are you sure you want to keep it in this format and not an Excel format? That's fine. You click on OK and yes. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to close the file. It'll ask me, are you sure, do you want to save it? I've already saved it, so I'm not worried. I'll click Don't Save. And now what will happen is, I mean, it's saved on my desktop, but if I have a look at the format, so if I open with and go to Notepad, you'll see it's in exactly the same format as the original one that I created. So here, they're all in the same format. So these are 2 ways to create the CSV file. Now for the second step, we need to actually create the SMS campaign, and this is even easier. So what you do, you go to www.flat-rate-sms.co.uk. You can type in the search SMS and you'll get this product drop down, or you can simply click on the banner and it will take you to the right page. I'll click on OK to get rid of the cookies, scroll down, and all I need to do is enter a from number, so 07 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm looking for an 11-digit number or a valid UK mobile phone number with a 0 at the beginning. Then I type my message. So this is a sample mass SMS message. And this is a character count, which will tell me how many characters I have left. So therefore 160 character text messages. Then you have the cost of an individual SMS, which is 2p. I'm going to upload the file. So I'll go to my desktop, choose my numbers, click on open, and it says it's successfully uploaded. So then I click on OK. Now what I'm going to do is say, okay, how many do I want? Now here's the brilliant part. There's a minimum of 1,000 text messages that you can have for a campaign, and it's only because we get charged by our payment gateway providers, and I've put the rate so low that we can potentially incur a cost if you don't have the minimum order of the 1,000 text messages, i.e. £20. So the advantage here is also that if, for example, you need a 1001, I'm not forcing you to buy 2,000 credits, 3,000, 4,000 credits, nothing like that. You put in the exact amount that you need, so 1,457, for example. Once you've done that, you then add the item to the cart, and you scroll up, and then here you've got your shopping cart. Now, when you click on Go to Cart, this is where you can now agree to the terms of the service. You can have a read of it as well, and then you go to the checkout. Now, when you go to the checkout, it will ask you, are you a returning customer or a new customer? If you're a new one, just simply register. It's a very simple register process. If you're not, so what I'm going to do is put, oh, here we go, it's already remembered. I'm going to put these details down, log in. I'm not going to save it. And then here, what I'm going to do is agree again and go to the checkout, and it should allow me to continue. So here we're at the one-page checkout. I've put some dummy details in here, but if you click on continue, it will summarize the details here. Continue once again, and it's summarized it once more. Click on confirm, and that's it. It's now going to take you to PayPal, where you can now make your payment. Once you've made the payment, the campaign will be marked to be sent out, and within a few minutes, all of the messages that will then be sent out. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click on cancel and return to the SMS messaging. Now, one thing to bear in mind, you can be anywhere in the world and use this service to send SMS messages to UK mobile phone numbers. And once again, we do not mess with your data. We will not reformat it, we will not filter it, we won't do any of these things. There is one thing that we will do, and that is if you try to send one message 1,000 times to the same number, we won't allow that. We only allow that message to be sent to the mobile number once, and that makes sense. But please bear in mind that the credits that you use for the campaign, they will not be refundable, they are not transferable, so please get your numbers correct. Don't buy 1,000,000 credits if you only have 1,000 numbers to send to, because you won't be able to stack your credits like that. Each campaign has its own allocated credits, which is what you will pay for. It's like a pay-as-you-go kind of system. So please only put the amount that you actually need as the quantity, because the system will not allow anybody to transfer credits. If you do require further help, which is not a problem at all, please give us a call. We're very friendly on the phone or by email, and we can help you and guide you and hold your hand a little bit to get your first campaign up and running until you're then comfortable. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the service.